Welcome in, guys. We've got John Hedges joining us in just a second. He'll be going live. We've then got John Docky, and we've got Sonny Boy Price, and I believe one other fighter coming on as well, which should be really good. We've got really good people on board today, so it should be good fun. Please ask any questions you guys do want to know on the live, and yeah, keep them coming. They will get asked on there as well. You just send a request through John. I mean John Hedges, and then John Doherty will get you on afterwards. Would be good.
Oi, what's happening?
What's happening?
All good, you?
All good, mate. What are you up to?
Literally, I just finished a bit of work, come home, had a quick wash, and then, yeah, that's about it, really. Just on the way back now.
What work are you doing?
Landscaping, bit of paving, bit of slabbing, anything, really. But, yeah, ain't too bad.
How long have you been doing that for?
It's my brothers, to be honest with you. I do a bit of, my dad's got, like, a lawn firm. You know, like doing gardens and turf and all that. That's called Hedges Lawn. So I'm always doing that. But my brother does a bit of slabbing and other landscaping. And he said, "Oh, give us a hand today." So I just went and gave him a hand, to be fair.
That's all right. They must be hard. It's well up today, innit?
Oh, mate, too hot, I tell you. Look at my face, though. I've got a bit of colour. Can't complain.
Yeah, a bit of colour in there. Yeah, no, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. But yeah, how have you been doing much training with your dad lately, or?
Yeah, still ticking over. I start tomorrow with me main coach, Sab. Just in a park, ticking over, getting pads in, circuits and everything. Strength conditioning Tuesday. So it's basically from this Monday, it's starting. Do you know what I mean? This is like serious starting. Yeah,
I did see what Umar says there, mate. I don't run Travellers Boxers page, mate. I'm filling in for the guy that does, because he doesn't like asking questions on it. So that's what it is, Umar. I'm not going to claim this to be my page, because it's not. But yeah, so obviously training behind closed doors, got your dad around, which is obviously very handy. It's a leg up on a lot of other people, because a lot of other people can't actually do actual boxing training at the moment, because obviously coaches and whatnot are going to be isolating with family, not putting them at risk, and that's going to be the same for the fighter as well. But you're obviously very lucky in the sense that you've got your dad with you. So how good has that been? Because obviously now you can still work on things and be ticking over and working on technical stuff with your dad still.
Yeah, it's been class, to be fair. He's not my main coach, of course, but he knows everything about boxing, and he got me most things in the amateurs. And if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be really where I'm at today. So, yeah, it's handy, because like today, finished my work. I'm not training with my coach today, so I'll go straight back into my gym at home. I can get a session in, go for a run tonight. It's only tick over training, because we're not in the gym, we're not doing it properly, but it's still tick over. It's a lot more than what others can do.
100%, and also it's got to be quite careful that you don't train too hard at the moment, because obviously with everything going on, you don't want to peak too early.
And that's everything, yeah.
And of course, and that's it. And obviously you're still only a young lad as well.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I start my strength and conditioning Tuesday, and that's the main thing I need to kick in. So as soon as I'm away with that, me and Alex and a fella called JP, they're the best of the best. And as soon as they start getting me in shape that way, then that's me rolling. But the whole of this quarantine, I didn't want to obviously go off the gas too much. Didn't want to be drinking, eating loads of shit and all that. But so I haven't. It just a bit of relaxed time, Shane. I had a long season last year, so it was needed anyway, to be honest. But now it's time to hit the grind a bit harder.
Does it also bring your hunger on to have big fights and that now and get the ball rolling on the pro side, in the sense that obviously if you're in the amateurs and you're doing very well on it, I guess that sometimes, I'm not saying your hunger ever went at all, but like it just becomes a bit more of a routine, whereas now obviously you have a bit of a break from boxing. It actually shows how appreciated and important boxing is to people's lives.
Yeah, and yeah, that's so right. Like the first couple of weeks you have off, you think, yeah, it's lovely and you're enjoying it, but then after that you're bored senseless. Do you know what I mean? It's everything. But in the amateurs, I was only in the amateurs. I'll be honest with you, Shane. I can't actually say I was done everything right for any of my fights. I didn't have meal prep, didn't do things like that. I was just massive at the weight, doing it my own way, not the healthy way, I'd say, like drying out a couple of days before and sweatsuit. because I was working. Literally, I was working 8 till 5 every day, and then going to the gym after. So now as a pro, obviously going as a full-time boxer, it's going to be a complete different story. And yeah, I can't grumble. It's going to be a big, exciting journey.
Yeah, of course. I think also you're left in a bit of a situation at the moment in the sense that obviously you've signed a management agreement with Besham and stuff, getting the ball rolling with them, and also but you haven't got a promoter signed as of yet. Is that like a little bit? How do you feel about that at the moment? Where does that leave your mindset at?
Yeah, me, Sam, and Adam are talking regularly. There's some things hopefully going into place, but at the moment I'm still obviously unsigned, and yeah, just it's basically just keep watching me feed to anyone who's watching this live, and there's going to be news soon, or well, we hope, and everything's going to work. But whatever happens, I'll be in the top hands. I know that with the management behind me like S-Jam, I'm not going to be put in the wrong direction. And yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big promoter, one of the big ones. And yeah, you'll see. It won't be long. It won't be long till it's released.
And how important is it to you that you do get a big promoter behind you? Because as you can see with other fighters, if you don't get a big promoter behind you, it's very hard to reach title levels in the sport, because obviously you need the TV exposure, and it's not the stat, it's also the financial backing that you get behind the big boys, should we say, as well. So how important is that for you to get one of them?
Yeah, it's massive. I think to be honest, if I had a terrible promoter, it'd be a lot harder. But with my personality now, I think I still get the fights. But obviously, with the better promoters, it's just going to put you straight into that big platform. And with people I'm looking up to, hopefully being on the undercards and big fighters. And if you're on the same promotion as these top fighters, then you can push forward and you get better. I think when you get put down to the lower leagues, it's just some people overlook you straight away because you're not on the right shows. If you're boxing in a little town hall and you're calling yourself a professional boxer, you're not doing it right. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, of course, 100%, 100%. Is there any boxers that you look up to at the minute that are active in the pro game?
Actually, it's got, like, as everyone's saying, Fury, of course, because he's like a bigger version of me, I'd like to say, like when I box.
Yeah.
I love Canelo. I think Billy Joe's going to give him a big, if the fight gets on, it's going to give him big problems. But I do rate Canelo. I think a man to go up to light heavy and do what he done, and then go obviously smash the super middleweight division. He's definitely one to look up to. And yeah, and also, you know, Andy Lee. And back when he was boxing, I know he's not active now, but he was a bit like myself, and I liked his style. Do you know what I mean? He stole out the ring, stole in the ring. He was unreal. He was a cracking fighter.
Of course. And also, like, what kind of pace would you like to move at in the super middleweight division? I know it's not going to be a division that you're going to be spending too much time at, because eventually, obviously, when your body grows out to be more of a man and whatnot, obviously, you will outgrow the super middleweight division. Well, you would think so at your height anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, what kind of pace do you expect to go at?
You know what? It's a hard one, you know, because you don't really know what the answer is going to be to that until you've had that debut to have the feel for it. Obviously, if I take to this pro style straight away, then maybe we'll be moving quicker than what we think. Maybe going to Southern area, English, British, and going that board. But then you've got them international belts out there, youth world titles. You've everything to fight for. So I think it's just having a look at the time. Who's out there? Obviously, what fighters? You don't want to walk straight into a big face, do you? You don't want to walk straight into a big name at a young age when you're not quite ready and pushing yourself too much. But the way I'm looking at it, I'd like to get quite a few fights under my belt, and yeah, go from there. Just get the decisions, get the rounds in, and mature as a boxer. Never mind as a person as well.
Of course, of course. And what would you like to achieve as a pro? What's your goal?
World champion, 100%. Yeah, going all the way, earning a cracking living at a sport I love, and then being able to retire quite young and still keep me looks, please God.
I mean, with your style, I mean, the aim is to not get caught too much, and that's the point of the style, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I don't like being a punch bag too much, to be honest, Shane. I'm not the best, so.
No, yeah, we need to keep your speech intact and all sorts, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, and with moving forward with S-Jam, and obviously with the whole coronavirus going on, when would you hope to make your debut by?
Depending on when, so like I said, there's negotiations going on. Depending when everything sorts out with the promotion, we'll obviously we'll be able to go from there. Do you know what I mean? Like, soon as I know who I'm with, what they're saying. It's down to them at the end of the day. They're going to put the show on. I might be behind closed doors. They might say wait until an open show. It's all on that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna wait it out, wait for it to come in. But I've just got to be ready, and that's I'm starting now. I think I've had my break. I've had my time to enjoy and rest and that, and that's time to tick over and start doing things properly. So.
Yeah, of course. And how are you feeling about the pro debut? You think you'll be nervous in the build up to it? Because obviously, I know that you've obviously fought numerous times all over the place as an amateur, but in the pro, it's very, very different. I mean, the build up to the fight, the actual weigh-ins itself, obviously being a part of the big nights and stuff. But I'm sure the kind of person you are, you're just going to fire off of that, right?
I fire, but I think inside I'll be shitting myself like that.
Yeah.
Even in the amateurs, to be honest with you, I was a proper nervous boy. Used to like only my dad would know because I'd go straight to him and he'd go, "How you feel?" I'd be, "Oh, I'm shitting myself, Dad." But when I come in there, none of that happened. Do you know what I mean? When I got in that ring, they all went away, and I thrive. To be honest with you, I thrive when I've gotten this. They're all saying don't go behind closed doors because of my style, but I know I can adapt to that. But I did thrive with an audience. If I had someone booing me or whatever, normally I had a big crowd cheering me on, and it just made me throw me shots, and I used to go with it. And I buzzed off the pressure, to be honest, Shane. The harder the fights I had, the more wins I had. I've never really been beat like out of my 4 fights. It was the ones who have beat me ain't really been massive names. You know what I mean? It's been more like just finals of the championships. The massive names I always beat because I think it was just turning up on the day.
Of course, and obviously this is what the good thing is about turning over fairly young. You've got a lot of time to learn. There's no rush with you. You've got loads of rounds of sparring you can do with top boys, learning off of them as well. And that's what I'm saying. You're 18 years of age. You're still a baby at the moment, essentially in the sport, and that's where you've just got loads of time to learn. You don't need to be chucking the deep end early. It's not like what we've had to do with Joe in a sense, where he's had to go in the deep end early in his career because of his age.
Yeah. And I think that's when I'm going to see the best. You're not going to see the best of me until I'm 2021. I don't believe. I think I'm going to be a big. I know it's obviously bigging myself up, but I think I'll be a big problem in the super middleweights. And then I think naturally I'm going to have to move up the weight. But I think that's when you're going to see the best me, even though it's going to take me a little while to fill out and things like that. But I've got like you just said, I've got time on my side. If you was to see me a year ago, you wouldn't be saying this big super middleweight because I was only like a 6'2", 6'1", the average big boy. But now it's just gone like a bit of a freak of nature, if you know what I mean. So I honestly think this year's going to be big like every other year. But you see, when I hit the 20s, I think that's when it's going to be like title season.
Yeah, 100%. That's what we'd like to hear. It's an exciting journey. So we would like to thank you for coming on.
Yeah, not a problem.
Spot on as always. Everyone get on him and follow his account from this live as well. Because it's going to be a good and long journey. He's only 18, so he's still got about another 20 years left in this sport. And follow the journey.
No, I appreciate that, Shane. Nice one, mate. Take care.
Take care, mate.
See you later. Bye.
Right, that was great to hear from John Hedges. John Hedges, very, very good fighter, young, up and coming, and he's got it all. Tall, can box very well, can punch a bit, and he's going to go through the weights, man. He could be a middleweight world champion, and it looks like it could go that way. Adding to the live, John Doherty, could you send me a request in, please, mate? Send a request, you can join. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Yeah, John Doc, if you could send in the request, please, mate. Yeah. Perfect. How's it going, man? You alright?
Alright, you get on?
Oh, good, mate. So I've just seen a message. Idris Virgo, if he ain't scared, I don't think he'll be scared, Idris. You get some sparring in with him if you want.
Sparring? He wants to get a fight with me. I'll fight him.
Oh, wait, is that? Oh, I thought the comment was in with John Hedges. That's what I thought it was.
No, he's not about me, him.
Oh, Idris, you want to have a fight with John Doc?
He's all mouth.
Get it going in here if you want, Idris, mate. We can get it going in here.
He's all mouth, no action.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too. I don't know what Idris, what he was meant to do. I know obviously he was supposed to fight in Onward Boxer, but I don't know what is going on with him currently. But he's saying in here he's going to knock you out.
He's a clown, man. He's had 6 fights and never knocked one person out. So who's he going to knock out? He's a little clown. He's better get in the ring with me and see what he can do. He is generally not worth a sleep. I'll put him asleep straight away.
Have you guys done any round sparring before or anything, or?
No, because he'll be put asleep. As I said, he's one of them fake boxers. You know them fake boxers that just want to say they're pros, and he's just useless. He's not in a person. I'm actually hopefully he accepts the fight, and I can punish him for it. Do you know what I mean? I can actually get paid for hurting him.
Of course, he's just replied in here now as well. You'll be my first son.
Yeah, whatever. The journeyman he's been fighting, I've been speaking to them. Some of the journeymen said they won the fight. He's a clown, man. He is a clown. I have never lost a round against a journeyman. And he's been fighting journeymen and had getting draws and losing rounds. So I've never lost a round against a journeyman, so I don't have a clue what he's on about. He is generally a clown. Generally, he is not worth talking about. Make sure you accept the fight. Just to make sure you accept it. Making your mouth go, you speak shite.
So where did this all start from? Because this is like, it's to me, it just seems really random that this has even like happened or come about.
It come about. I think he commented on Eddie Hearn's thing saying, "Where's your super middleweights out?" So obviously I'm with Eddie Hearn, so I thought, you know what, I'm a super middleweight, and I took up an offer, and then he just basically went from there. He's not like a normal lad. He accepted. He said, "No problem, get in touch." So we'll see in a few days. If he accepts the fight. As I've said, I'll fight him in 7 weeks' time or 8 weeks' time. Do you know what I mean? I've said it straight to him. I'm back training Monday. I've been training anyway. I'm back in the gym Monday. I'll be training. I'm ready for 7. Even in 6 weeks, whenever he wants it, I'll be him. He's useless. Useless.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an interesting fight. I mean, at this stage of fighters' careers, usually you don't see people taking these kind of fights early on, but like obviously early on, you both want this dust up.
Listen, he is just like a clown. Honestly, there's no point even talking about him. There's literally no point. If he accepts the fight and he's in that ring with me, he's gonna know about it. I'm telling you, he's gonna know about it. He's a little midget. I'm gonna smash him all over.
Yeah, of course. Well, he's commented in the lives here. Why are you lying? I'm hearing you're scared. And why are you sweating? That's what he's putting there now.
Hey, tell him, right? The journeyman I absolutely battered. Literally. He never... there was no way... I don't think he landed one punch in me, I think. He was speaking to me the other day ago, right? He was going, oh, he thought he won the fight and he wobbled him in the second round. That's what he was telling me. A journeyman. A journeyman's never beaten me around. And journeymans I've been getting in with, I've been knocking out. He can't knock a journeyman out. He's that useless. He cannot knock out a journeyman. He's useless.
Do you think that he's actually in box? Like I know you said that he's a fake boxer. So is it how likely is that he'll take the fight?
He is a fake boxer. He is a fake. But listen, he's on these fake. Oh, I'm a pro. I've had so many fights. I've won these many fights. And when the going gets tough, he's gonna bottle it. He's a bottle job him. A little bottle job. He's better staying to his TV shows.
Is that what you think he is? More of like a reality TV show guy rather than a boxer?
That's all he is. He's a clown, man. He is genuinely. Look, honest to God, if he gets in the ring with me, I'll be surprised. And if he does, he'll get himself seriously hurt.
Do you think this is a fight that Eddie can put on behind closed doors then?
Yeah, his team's already got in contact with my team actually, and I don't know if he knows about this. And they've said that Eddie Hearn said he likes to fight, so obviously, let's get it on like Donkey Kong. If he accepts the fight and this fight goes ahead, as I've said, and I'm going to sit again, I'll be so happy because I will put him to sleep. As he says, the doc is going to go on the hunt for him. Trust me.
Of course, and you see the way that he's talking in the live now, and I've seen that there's been a little previous back and forth before. Is he just saying that to try and get a bigger paycheck, do you think, or is he just trying to get in your head, or why do you think he's doing that?
I don't know what he's trying to do, to be fair with you, because if he's going to get in my head, he's going to get himself seriously hurt even more. Like, I don't know why he's trying to get in my head, because if he does get in the ring with me, he's going to get himself... You want to be my friend going that ring, because I am telling you that, oh my God almighty, I feel sorry for him. I do. I feel sorry for him.
So there isn't. Would you say there is like a real grudge match and like hatred between you both, or is it just like more banter and like you just want to have a scrap?
I'm just gonna basically hurt him. I'm gonna go on a hurt for him. Like
Yeah.
he's just the honest God. There's no point in talking about him. Listen, as I said, his team has contacted my team. I'm sure he has, and obviously I'm accepting the fight 100%. He's useless. He's basically a journeyman as well. He is a journeyman. Look at
So
his
do you think he'll
record.
be tougher than some of the journeymen that you fought in the past then?
No, he will not go past 2 rounds. I promise you that. He's a little midget, but fights at light heavyweight and super middleweight. He is a midget. He should be welterweight or something because he is useless. I'm going to knock him about the ring, man. I'm going to hit my jab and send him flying.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a different thing. I didn't expect all this to come. He's commenting a lot in here, but
He just wants attention. The tension's off him now because, honest to God, as I've said, and you can look at me just now, I promise you now, just make sure you accept that fight, you little shithouse, because you're getting it. Trust me. I promise. Look, you've gotten live here. He will not last 2 rounds of me if this fight goes ahead. I promise you that he won't last 2 rounds.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an interesting one. Hopefully, it can happen, but we'll wait. And Connor, you see, this is what you got to do, mate. When you get fights in demand, you got to hype them up a little bit, and that's what it is. It's been an interesting fight. I mean, you got to look at it in this way. If there wasn't no hype about this fight, a lot of people genuinely wouldn't be interested in it. In the sense that one guy's 5-0 with a 1 draw, and another guy's 8-0, and it's really the talk that makes the fight interesting for people to get into.
I'm 8-0. Never lost a round against a journeyman, and I've put most of them asleep. He's never put one. He's lost multiple rounds. Oh, he's a clown, man. Oh my God! Like, I don't even know why I even mention him. If this gets in the ring, I'm happy. As I've said.
Yeah, of course.
I'm nervous.
Moving on a bit from.
I'm really nervous. Shaking me.
Moving on a bit from Idris, even though I'm sure he's still going to comment on here. So you're 8-0 now. Obviously, you're known as a big puncher in the super division with 6 by stoppage or knockout. When can we next expect you to be out if it's not against Idris and he's not your opponent? And what kind of level of opposition would you like to be in against?
I want titles. That's what I want. So I think I'm doing my next fight's an 8-rounder. Or whoever wants to step up. It's going to be behind closed doors in Eddie Hearn's back garden. So I know I'm fighting. It's roughly around 7 to 8 weeks. I'm fighting. Do you know what I mean? So whoever wants to step forward at super middleweight and step in and fight, I'm ready to go. I want to fight somebody which either fought for a title or someone's been around there, or that clown who keeps talking here. That's the lowest I've done. I just want to hurt him. That's all. Like, it's nothing else over that there. I just want to put him through pain, and he's going to know if he accepts the fight and the fight goes ahead, as I've said. But if it's not him, it'll be somebody like I don't know, whoever wants to step up really want to fight, because you've got a lot of cowards you don't show, and they've got prior records, and I want to keep the records like that. But I'm not about that. I'm wanting to get in there and do the damage.
Of course. And obviously, how with the coronavirus and that going on, how's that affected you doing your training and stuff?
It is affected a lot, to tell you the truth. I've been training back home, runs and bags and weights and all that, but it's just not the same as you're in the gym with the boys and having a laugh, and sparring especially you're missing, and even just with the boys in the gym having a laugh with the boys, and hopefully I'm back on Monday with them.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's obviously it's a difficult time for everyone. I mean, essentially everyone would be like struggling and stuff with training and whatnot. But it's just one of those things for everyone, I guess. Idris, are you training at the minute? Are you able to get any training in at the moment? It looks like you might have a fight coming up soon. If obviously if you accept it and whatnot, or if the terms are right for you. But looks like you've got a fight coming up. So we'll see. We'll see how that turns out.
Listen, as I've said, and it's on this live, he has got 8 weeks or 7 weeks whenever he wants to fight. There's 2 shows happening that month, and it's on. Basically, it's on. Yeah, I'm ready. Look, so he's ready. Look, you've seen that. He is ready. So listen, when the fight gets offered to him, it's in for 7 to 8 weeks. It is when I'm back, because obviously I'm back in camp Monday, and I'll be training towards then. So he's got no excuses. Do you know what I mean? So there you are.
Yeah, he said he's ready and he can go now. I mean, that's what he. This
Hey,
should be
when
interesting. There should be no
he has
problem in this fight happening, man.
when he has a full training camp, he's not ready. He can hardly beat a journeyman. Oh my God.
Do you think that's a good step for you then? Because essentially, if you beat a guy that is essentially undefeated in the ranking systems for the British rankings, that goes a long way and it gets you a lot closer to getting a title shot, I guess.
Listen, he's not a step up. He is genuinely not a step up. I'm not just saying it because he's on this live here. He is no step up to me, and he will not go 2 rounds. I promise you that now. Somebody was going to come try and win, which he will not. If he does, he'll get himself he'll get knocked out in the first 10 seconds. As I've said, if anyone comes to fight with me, they're going to get themselves hurt. He's going to run around the ring like a little scared mouse. That's what he's going to do, and I'll take his head right off his shoulders.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting one, obviously, in the sense that there has become all this animosity out of nowhere, but it'll be an interesting fight for sure. Hopefully, it can get made. I
actually can't wait. If that's one of the fights, I've never actually went in that ring as a pro yet, and wanting to go in and hurt somebody. He's one I want to go in there and hurt, and he's on my list to get it.
Of course. Hopefully, an offer or something can be sent soon, and we can see how that all plays out and turns out to be. So, Idris, I'm assuming that means you were not fighting in Ultimate Boxer. That's it, Ultimate Boxer. But yeah, fair enough. So, also, what is your title ambitions in the sport? What would you like to achieve, John?
World champion. Obviously, I want to be the best. I want to be number one, and starting off with if I can get my hands on a British title or whatever I can get on a title this year. If I can get any title this year, I'll be happy. Do you know what I mean? So and next year's on the hunt for if I can get a British title this year, I'll be very happy. But as you know, it's a point to stop just now, and I'm just happy to get a fight out, just to get fighting again, and back on the knockout roll. First of all, knocking that clown out.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Idris has actually commented here again saying world champion my ass. But I think the best thing to do is, boys, about this really, rather than speculate with Idris saying all this stuff and whatnot, is just to get the gloves on and give it a go against each other. Then that's how you really dust it up rather than saying it on here, Idris.
Exactly. Listen, all the talk's real rubbish. Plain and simple, let's just get it on. Literally, 7 to 8 weeks, as I've said, I'll be ready to rock and roll and to put that clown to sleep. So there's no more talking. I'm not going to text you no more. There's nothing else. I'm not going to wind you up anymore. Just get ready for 7 to 8 weeks. Don't pull no excuses and don't say nothing, no shit. You're getting put to sleep.
Yeah. We should try and get an Instagram live with you guys on there at some point. I think that'd be quite interesting. But it'd be good for people to see. It gives more demand for the fight as well.
Definitely. Give it some more. So we'll just have to wait and see if it does actually want the fight.
Yeah, Idris, would you be okay with doing a live with John Dock at some point? I think that'd be quite interesting. See how that goes. I mean, at the moment, with no fights actually happening as right now, I think that'd be quite an interesting one. Because that's the only way you can really get a bit of needle going. I suppose is what you got to deal with while coronavirus on at the moment. But
he's a clown, man, and as I've said, I don't need to go no live or no more talking to him. But if he accepts the fight, I'll be happy, and let's go. I'm ready to go now.
Of course. Well, yeah, I was going to say also another quick question I wanted to ask. Who's the best fighter you've ever sparred?
I sparred a lot. I sparred Billy Joe Saunders. Obviously, we've got John Ryder and my gym. Probably the two of them is world class. To be fair, probably they've got two different styles. Billy Joe Saunders is very good. He was a very good fighter. But then you've got John Ryder there. What's a different style again? I'd say them two there, John Ryder and Billy Joe Saunders.
And that's 100%. That sounds right. Okay then, John. Thanks for coming on today. It's been great to have you on. Didn't expect all this stuff to come with it. I've got to be honest. I didn't expect it all, but it has. And yeah, hopefully we can see you in the ring soon, and hopefully it's against Idris as well.
Yeah, just tell that clown there I'm going off now. Make sure you accept the fight, you little clown, and we can get it on like Donkey Kong, and I'll put you to sleep.
And that's what we like to hear. Take care, John.
Go on, see you later on, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Idris, would you like to come on the live? Come on the live, Idris. Say your piece. Send a request in and come on. It'd be good to have you on, Idris, if you aren't available. But there you go. That was interesting, wasn't it? John Doc, Idris Virgo. I mean, obviously, you go with the favourite, much bigger favourite in that fight, which is John Doherty, because obviously Idris, as far as I know, hasn't had an extensive amateur career like John has, and he hasn't done great in the pro ranks. He has lost rounds against journeymen, and he did actually draw against one as well. So there you go. Is there any other boxers on here that would like to come on the live? Got time for one more? Come on the live. Anyone wants to jump on? Send a request and you can come on the live, guys. Idris has actually left. He's actually left. I don't know where Sonny is. I did message him though. I did message. We should do a live. It'd be nice if we could do a live event at some point. 100%. But yeah, we're meant to have Sonny Boy Price in here as well. Hopefully we can, but we will see if we can actually get him on. Shame we couldn't get him on. It'd been quite interesting to get him on it, wouldn't it? Yeah, any boxers on this live, you can send a request and you'll be brought on it. If there are any on here. Yeah, man, top man, Ian. You were good on the live yesterday. It was good to have you. Hope everyone follows you and what you're doing in that unboxing. And stay good training behind closed doors and stuff. Oh, it's a shame we couldn't get Idris on. It'd been really good to have got him on. Oh, changed the wrong way now. Shame. If not, guys, we will be going live again tomorrow. We do have Tom Little in the house tomorrow. And we are working on 2 or 3 more names to add to the live tomorrow, which should be good fun. If we can't get anyone else on tonight, it should be really good. It's important. We're going to try and keep the lives going where boxing isn't happening. Keep people talking about travellers in boxing and what they're doing behind closed doors and stuff like that, which is important to follow their careers and stuff and get behind them. Waiting to bash people up. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Hopefully soon you can get back to doing that, but with this virus going on, I don't know how long, especially amateur competition. I think this could affect it for a while, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. Sonny coming on? Great. Sonny Boy Price is coming on, guys. Is that him to send me a request? Yeah, perfect. Hey, how's it going? You alright?
Good, man, you?
Yeah, very good, thanks. How you been?
I'm good, man. You?
Yeah, all good. We've been up to much training behind closed doors, or?
Doing little bits and bobs. All the gyms are closed, aren't they?
That's what we like to hear. Did you just see who was on the live before?
Oh.
John Doherty and Idris Virgo going at it, literally, or going mental, arguing with each other. Yeah, proper going at it. It was quite insane, yeah. So no pressure, but yeah. Yeah, obviously you're 8-0 now, so you've probably done the apprenticeship stage in boxing now, where you've had your getting into the comfort zone fight. It's like learning, dealing with the emotions on fight night and whatnot. What are you hoping to do next in boxing?
Well, hopefully get back training first. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
Get some fights going. I've not boxed in about, I reckon about. So I'd like to get boxing again, have a fight, and then try box some unbeaten boys.
Of course, and with how you've been in boxing so far, like at the speed that you're going at, how do you think you're progressing a lot? Do you feel like you're learning with every fight you have?
Yeah, every fight I've had, I reckon I'm getting better, I'm getting fitter, it's just one of them things, isn't it? It's just I've done boxing years now, so
Yeah.
I can just do the good fights, the big names. To be honest, I'm not in big names and like in big names, but like the undefeated boys.
Of course, of course. And tell us a little bit about your amateur career. What did you go on to achieve in the amateurs?
I didn't achieve much in the amateur career, to be fair. I won in like a lot of championships. I always got like not far, but I always got like to the semi-finals, the quarter-finals, stuff like that. But I boxed like some of the best names out there. You know, like have you heard of that kid Muhammad Ali, who just turned over?
Yeah, because he's just turned with Frank Warren, hasn't he?
Yeah, I boxed him. I boxed everyone. I boxed Peter McGrail. I've boxed Andrew Kane, John James Ruddock.
Andrew Kane's a very good fighter, man. He can really punch, can't he?
Who? He's an undefeated lad, just won the Central Area title. I boxed everyone.
Yeah, is he with Steffi as well, isn't he?
He's with Steffi, yeah. Like I say, I pretty much boxed everyone who's to box.
Yeah, I know a lot about Andrew Kane. He's a very good fighter.
Another good name, Kieran Conway.
Yeah.
I've boxed him twice. Had some good fights.
Yeah, 100%. That sounds good. And also, what kind of fighters have you sparred as well?
To be fair, I've sparred some good names. You know Dalton Smith?
Yeah. Very good fighter.
Well, me and him some round after round together. I've sparred Jimmy Joe Flint.
Yeah.
We're probably the best pals, to be fair. But we have some good spars. Who else? Scott Jenkins. I've sparred pretty much everyone, to be fair. Well, not everyone, but like some good names.
Yeah. Okay, and what would you like to achieve in the game then?
To be fair, I'd like to win an English title first, and then see where that goes.
I mean, Steffi's been quite good in the past at getting those kind of titles on his own shows. But as fighters go on, you've seen him put some of these bigger fighters on matchroom shows. Is that what you aim to do in your future?
Yeah, I'd like to have a couple of fights with some unbeaten boys, see how I get on with them, and then go to their backyard, try and get the win, and then try and get the English title shot, God willing.
Of course. And how long do you think it would be before you do fight again? I know you said you haven't fought for a while now, and it could end up being up to about a year by the time boxing gets back together. So when would you hope to be next be out?
Well, pretty much soon as the lockdown's over. As soon as we can get back training, I want to be out straight away. Whether it's a 4-round or a 6-round or whatever it is. As soon as it's over, I'd like to get straight on.
Would you say that? And would you say that you punch harder than your record suggests?
Definitely, yeah. Because like I said, I've sparred some bigger kids than me. I've sparred some big kids. To be fair, all the kids I've boxed is mostly journeyman, you know. And,
Yeah.
I boxed like who was it now? I boxed one kid. I forgot his name. He had like nearly 400 fights. So what do you call him now? That journeyman.
Yeah.
He's got an head like an horseman. You can't punch for a concrete, can you?
Yeah.
Like, I've sparred some lads, and you can see I've ate him. Do you know what I mean? I've like either put him down with body shots, hit him to the head, hit him to the head. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, of course.
But like I said, I just got I think you'll see the best of me when I box undefeated boys. You know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's usually how it works because right now these journeymen, they just tuck up behind the gloves and stuff. They go on the ropes. They don't really throw any punches or anything.
No,
So it's hard to hurt these guys.
Yeah, like I said, just tuck up and let you do your thing on them, and you end up hating your hand. Every fight I've had with journeyman, I end up hating my hand. Do you know what I mean? My right hand.
Of course. So do you think, obviously, being with Steffi in the sense that obviously a lot of his shows come off of the fact that ticket sales, rather than because there's no TV behind obviously what he does. Do you think that makes it a lot harder for you to obviously get out and obviously because at the moment you don't know when shows are going to go ahead with crowds behind them as well?
Yeah, to be fair, it makes it really hard for me to get active. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause to be fair, I've got a wife and a baby, and I'm only young. Do you know what I mean? I'm only 23-year-old, and obviously I've got to go. I'm not like these silver spoon-fed kids. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Where the other lads are out with their mates and drinking and doing the thing. Do you know what I mean? Even they don't have to be drinking, but they can be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm there. Do you know what I mean? I'm either in the gym. If I'm not in the gym, I'm at work. Do you know what I mean? Friday didn't seem to work till 7 till 7. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can you go and see your friends? How can you go and drop tickets off? Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't mind. As soon as the boxing's over and done with, do you know what I mean? Go over to their backyard and beat them. Do you know what I mean?
100%. And do you think light welterweight will be a division that you'll stay in for a long time?
What's up, sorry?
Do you think light welterweight will be a division that you'll stay in for a long time?
To be fair, I reckon, I really do truly believe, if I wasn't working, I could do super featherweight.
So what, are you going to go down to lightweight then, or?
I've done lightweight before, but like I say, I really do believe I could do, if it was the day before weighing, I could do super feather.
Yeah.
But like I say, for now, I'm only 23, so I'm still trying to get developed, do you know what I mean? And I'll do lightweight, do you know what I mean? Well, either lightweight, super lightweight.
Of course. Well, thanks for coming on, Sonny. It's been great to have you on. And everyone on the live, get behind Sonny. Obviously, follow him on here and follow his progress that he makes. Hopefully, we'll see him out at some point this year. Here you are, flashing the guns as well. And just get behind him and hopefully we can see him out again this year.
All right, dude. Thank you.
Take care, mate. Take care. Well, that is it for today, guys, I believe. Some great talk we've had on. John, Doc, and Idris Virgo going at it. Been great to watch, hasn't it? Real good lives on today. Tomorrow, I think we've got Tom Little, I believe. We have got... who else have we got on tomorrow's? I believe potentially Felix Cash. And I'm not too sure who else, if I'm honest. But yeah, some good lives coming up for everyone to watch, regardless. But we'll put a post out on who's going to be on the lives and whatnot tomorrow. Try Billy Joe Saunders. Yeah, I mean, if Billy Joe Saunders is free to come on live whenever he wants to, if he is free. Obviously, I don't really want to bring him on Instagram live too much because I don't want to add him to get him any more trouble or whatnot. But yeah, so take care, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday. Almost forgetting what day it is now, but yeah, enjoy your Sunday, and we'll be on live again tomorrow at the same time. Nice one.